Welcome back, Coach Drama's podcast, part 3. And Hami, we're talking, I kind of teased at it at the end of part 2 there. The what if. We really don't know what's going to happen with Kawhi Leonard, if that trade's going to go through. I'm going to read just a short excerpt from some of the latest reporting on it, which came out on the last day of July. And that is that, Clippers and Raptors trade for Kawhi Leonard remains in limbo. Leonard's 7-year tenure, I can't believe it's 7 years, by the way, with the Clippers appear to be over after the trade with the Raptors on Tuesday, June 30th. Raptors were going to send forward Brandon Ingram and guard Grady Dick, 2 unprotected first-round picks in 2031 and 33, which I really like for the Clippers, by the way. They're 2 second-round picks, 30 and 33, doesn't matter to me, and a 2027 first-round swap with LA. Instead, both teams have put a halt to the trade, citing the ongoing investigation. Clippers owner Steve Ballmer and Leonard's uncle/advisor, Dennis Robertson, not to be confused with Dennis Rodmanson, son of Dennis Rodman, are being investigated for their alleged involvement in a no-show agreement. And it was just the weirdest thing. What was it, like a tree company who was doing landscaping and getting paid millions of dollars or something stupid, circumventing the salary cap? So that was, if those of you who don't know, that's more or less what the scandal was about. Hami, I don't know where to start, so I'm just going to pass you the ball.
Shot clock winding down. You gotta give it to me somehow. That's all right. It's all right. That's what the Raptors would do with Kawhi, or the Clippers. That's what they're trying to do with Kawhi, right?
Yeah.
This past NBA season was weird. I know we talked about how we didn't watch as much NBA this past season, and for me, the past like 20-something years, 25-something years, I've watched NBA. It's the least I've watched, but I followed along, obviously, along the news when it came up and subjects came up. And something about this investigation with the Clippers and all that stuff that's happened that's kind of clouded them this past season. And the gambling outbreak, I feel, is a little bit connected. I feel like someone from the Clippers, a certain rich owner on the Clippers, made a couple phone calls to get some of these other guys to distract themselves from what's going on here. Now this is kind of the tipping point of this whole situation.
Well, remember when LeBron was supposed to go to the Lakers and he shocked the world? He went to the Clippers. Like, I wonder if they're like Steve Ballmer's like, whoa, Kawhi, I'm going to get you a job cutting down trees. Here's the catch. You don't have to cut any trees. I'll give you millions of dollars more. And then Kawhi's like, and the rest is history. And they underperformed. They got Paul George, traded the house for him. And as John Lennon said, instant karma's gonna get you, because the SGA trade, it's just crazy what's happening in that 7 years. Crazy to believe it is 7 years, but like it almost like you can start to piece these little puzzle pieces together, and the house of cards is starting. It's fallen now. Like my prediction, I think he's suspended for the year. I think that it's going to be like, these are serious allegations. I do think that they circumvented the salary cap. I think the trade falls through, and it's an really unfortunate blemish. I blame the Clippers, who are going to be penalized into the depths of Tartarus, which is, if you're a Greek mythology guy, the lowest pit of hell, basically, but they're going to be penalized, and they deserve every bit of penalty, because for years, like 8 teams make the playoffs. I mean, that's technically how it still works. You have the play-in or whatever, but like they were this middling team while, certain versions of the Phoenix Suns or what have you, like didn't make the playoffs. You can't just sneak around the salary cap in this way. It is bad for the game. And I think this is the kind of thing where it's appropriate to throw the book at them. And so I think they will. I think that he's not going to play for either team this year.
Should they move? Should they move to Seattle? No one seems to really like them that much over there now. Well, that's not true. I know there are Clipper fans I know, like Frankie Muniz is a Clippers fan apparently. Um, who knew, right? Who knew?
Well, who knew?
Billy Crystal,
They're the
I believe, is
Walmart
also.
version of the Lakers.
Yeah, right. But no, like I think I wonder if Adam Silver, maybe he uses the Clippers as a way to try to keep his job in some way. But I don't know if someone complained about that situation to him or what. But there's been a lot of fishy activity with the Clippers since Kawhi was on the Raptors. Even there's been a lot of rumors there too about the tampering there too. So
Yeah.
this this obsession with Kawhi Leonard, with the Clippers, thinking they finally got rid of him, but no, they might be stuck with him, right? So yeah, I think a year suspension. I think that's a good prediction. It's a good prediction. Yeah, I think the trade. I think this is kind of the tipping point, right? And I think they've been getting NBA league has been getting a lot of criticism lately. I think that they're going to try to image correct themselves with the suspension, try to make it look fair and all that stuff. Because yeah, it felt like they were just kind of skating it by all season. I don't know. I didn't hear much about it. Maybe they're just trying to investigate as much as they could or whatever. But like, it was pretty quiet on that front until the trade, right? And so maybe they were looking into it this whole time, looking into the
Clippers are
Clippers.
going to
And
absolutely suck.
so the Timberwolves lost some picks, right? Didn't they go 5 years or something like that, or a few years without draft picks? So what else could we see? What other kind? Maybe 3 years, maybe
The
2 years
Timberwolves did
without a picks.
what
Maybe
Timberwolves situation was
was
this?
that the Joe Smith thing?
Oh, sure, sure. I forgot about that. I don't know. I don't know too much of that history. Um, if you do, enlighten me.
I believe the Timberwolves they lost picks for some number of years. That they did not have a first round pick, something like that.
Interesting. Joe Smith Timberwolves scandal. Wikipedia says, following the advertisement. Good Lord. It's so hard to navigate okay, it's the salary cap scandal following the 99-2000 season. It was discovered that Smith was involved in the salary cap evading scandal with the T-Wolves owner Glenn Taylor, yada, 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 and GM Kevin McHale. Okay, so a similar thing. Yeah, then I do think that there could be
Do you happen to know the details of? Do you happen to know how many draft picks or whatever that was?
Stern stripped the T-Wolves of their first round picks in 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, and
So
2005.
5 years, 5 years, okay, 5 seasons basically without first round picks. Maybe they had second round picks
Basically,
too, but
the window with Kevin Garnett slammed it shut.
yes, absolutely, yeah, yeah. And David Stern, I mean, yeah, David
They,
Stern, he's not gonna have that. Yeah, he's not gonna allow something like that. Can you imagine him with this?
his,
Yeah,
you could say he'd be stern about it.
he's be quite stern about it. I think he's looking up and looking down, very stern about it, or wherever, or looking up,
Yeah.
very stern.
Oh gosh.
Just
Shots
kidding.
fired. Shots fired.
Up or down. I don't know where he is. He
Wherever
might
he
be in the
is, David Stern somewhere. That's what they say it. David Stern somewhere. Rolling
somewhere.
over on his
He's
grave.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's I think the Clippers are like the ultimate cursed franchise. Like they've just had bad karma. Like we both read.
Is moving an option? Should they can they move? I mean, like should they move to Seattle? I know it's the Seattle
Yeah,
fans. Maybe they
give
don't want the
Seattle a team
situation.
back. The whole thing's been a disaster. You
Cut the
know,
ties with Kawhi,
yeah.
try to move on from him and then, become the Seattle, cut out some deal. But this is a little bit of another transition.
Put the
Um,
Eric Piatkowski, Mitchell and Ness jerseys on sale and
yeah,
call
right,
it a
yeah, yeah.
day.
Get him back rolling again, folks. No, but I'm thinking here, man, like this transition here, talk Pacific Northwest hoops. Could the Blazers leave? This is becoming
I hope
growing
not.
talks now. What's that?
I hope not.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. No one wants to see this happen, but this new owner wants to. It sounds like he really wants them to move. It's not good. I think Raleigh might be an option, and or St. Louis could be an option there. Um,
Like North Carolina
but
already has a team, so I would prefer
yes, yeah,
St. Louis. Like the St. Louis Spirits would be pretty badass.
yes, yeah. The Spirits of St. Louis, bring them back. But it's very troubling. Who knows where you could move them? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, fact that this is like becoming growing talks in the past couple weeks is very, very concerning as a fan of a red, white, and black team,
Yes.
a
And it's
fellow
it's,
fan.
it's a shame because they just kind of like are getting really fun again right now. Denny Avdia kind of like he's in my top five just favorite players in the NBA right now. Denny Avdia. I became obsessed with him last season, and it just sucks for a fan base that has had to kind of weather some very middling and bad times.
Yeah,
Um, and they just got John Moran. Like this
yeah,
is kind of a fun time to be a Blazers fan, and like Avdia and Morant are kind of a perfect fit for how that team wants to play, how fast they want to play. We'll see if the identity changes a little bit now that we have Tiago Splitter, but
very good.
yes, yes. But as far as the Blazers go, this that would suck, man. You can't just like take a team away. Like do that to the Clippers. You already got a team.
Apparently, yeah, yeah, right, yeah. Because it doesn't seem like when you talk to people from Los Angeles, it feels like it's like a 95 to 5% thing.
Sucks.
And it's not like the Cubs and the White Sox where
Yeah.
it's more like a little more even.
Yeah. It's like it's like Big Brother and Little Brother, but like Big Brother is Manute Bol and Little Brother is Muggsy Bogues, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe like I don't know if this is, but maybe like someone who's just older and established, or maybe like the perfect child versus the unperfect, the imperfect child, maybe even.
It's like
The
Obi-Wan Kenobi and his unknown little brother Jeff.
Yeah,
And he
right, yeah,
spells it
yeah.
Geoff. And you're like,
Hey,
oh yeah,
no shame
Jeff
to any
Kenobi.
Jeffs.
I've never heard that name ever. Like, who cares about the Clippers? They screwed Bill Walton. We read about it. Great read, Back from the
Yeah,
Dead, as I'm rocking my Grateful Dead t-shirt. Um, but like they had the bad mojo going back like since they got there. Like they were even when they were the San Diego Clippers. I'm glad I can't think of the crazy ass former owner's name. I'm just gonna keep it that way. But that asshole, whoever, whatever his fucking name was, like he sucked. Bulber comes in very likable, and just kind of, I don't know. He's a shyster. I don't know if enough about him as a person. Like I guess really competitive, but like that sucks, man. That's really shady to be going around the system like that. So I do question his character at that point. And like I said, it's just like not a cool thing to do to the NBA. It's not cool to cheat. It's not cool to fuck with the integrity of the league. And
yeah. Hey, and keep an eye on Microsoft too. While you're at it, keep an eye on them, just for
you
good
know,
measure.
yeah,
Just keep an eye on these guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We have PlayStations, guys. All right. We used to be Xbox guys.
Yeah, yeah, we did.
Started to
We
hear
did.
weird
Yeah, yeah.
shit about Kawhi. And we said, hey,
We're moving over.
let's
Yeah,
get PlayStations.
we go 1 to 2. We're going to 2.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why we did that, because we're woke.
Oh
Um,
man.
in Microsoft
But
Outlook, I hate it. I'm a Google guy. As far as the Google Suite, Outlook
Microsoft Outlook is
sucks.
a little tough. Yeah, Microsoft Outlook is pretty tough. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty tough to deal with.
yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I sleep
I
every
think my
night.
prediction is 3 years. 3 years,
No
no first round
picks.
picks. I think they're going to come. Yeah, 3 years.
I see your three. I raise you four.
4 years. All right, you're going to go through a whole presidential cycle
Yeah, and I think
or an
Kawhi.
election or whatever. Yeah.
I don't, and we both think Kawhi doesn't get to play at all this
Yeah,
next
I
year.
agree with your. I like that prediction. Suspension for 1 year. Yeah, they're probably listening to the show right now. For all we know.
They're
Try to
probably
figure this
taking
out.
notes. Adam
Yeah,
Silver,
yeah.
loyal listener
Take
Adam
some notes,
Silver,
guys.
he's probably like, oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's
And then
exactly how I imagined all that. Yeah.
ooh, ooh. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
his wife's probably over there like, have you considered getting surgery to not look so much like C3PO? And he's like, no, and I'm going to write that down too. That's also a good idea. But that's what I imagine.
Well, he just got the idea from you just saying that now. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Adam Silver. You're a
he's
beautiful man. Beautiful man. I don't have an issue with you. You know, a
that
little
was
weird
funny. That's a
looking.
great callback. I think when Mike Breen in the finals, remember Mike, he saw all those billionaires coming up there, and then Adam Silver was up there too. Oh, those are just a bunch of handsome guys, right? And then
Oh,
it just got
yeah.
those guys laughing. Yeah, he's writing
Yeah.
that down too. You're writing it down.
He's
He's writing it all down.
we're, Adam Silver, we got ideas for you. Come to us for ideas. We'll tell you who to suspend, what to do about things. Maybe you want to talk about aprons? We love to cook. All right. We'll cook up some plans. But yeah, I guess last question for you before we kind of get out of there. The Raptors were really fun, kind of a dark horse team last year. It seems like they are going to not have Kawhi anymore. Do you think they're still going to be pretty good? Maybe take a step forward, or is this something where maybe it like screws with the chemistry in the locker room?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe they become the team that falters out
Yeah.
this next coming season because of the situation and the complicated feelings of pretending to be traded. I think Brandon Ingram is very much a professional, though,
Do
and I
you?
think he's going to have.
Do you?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I actually know nothing about him. Yeah, I know nothing about. Actually, I know very much nothing about him. So,
Listen,
uh,
I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating. I just think he's a ball hog.
so you're saying he's going to be very butthurt about this, and he's
I
not going
think
to
he might
be.
be a little butthurt.
He's not going to come in the season very good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like there's a lot of pride. These guys have had their ass kissed most of their lives, and then someone who gets traded, and then I could see him be a little pouty face, and maybe he gets traded to another team. I think
Yeah,
that the
yeah. I mean, that's very
Clippers,
possible.
I think the Clippers suck. I think the Clippers might be the worst team in the NBA. Here's a fun prediction, and I'll just say this for the funness of the prediction. I don't know how seriously I take it. Clippers are going to have the worst record in the NBA next year, and they're not going to have a first round pick. And it's going to hurt. It's going to
That's a
hurt
good
bad.
prediction.
That's my prediction. The Raptors take a slight step back, but ultimately they're going to be okay. I think they'll
Playing.
be maybe like I think like playing would be fair. But I think they'll like big picture, I think they're going to be okay. I think they're a franchise heading in the right direction.
Who's winning the NBA Cup? I think that's what everyone wants to know right now.
Ooh, yes. The NBA Cup.
The one that no
Well,
one really cares about, but now that the Knicks won a double, now that everyone's gonna care about it all of a sudden.
well, not the Warriors, because Draymond Green's the reason that every team, every player in the league should be wearing a cup, so they're automatically disqualified.
Watch it be the Wizards or something random, like that.
Sixers.
Pacers. That's what I'm going with.
That's why people listen, because they wanted to really think about who's going to win the NBA Cup next year.
Yeah, that's
Now
right.
you know.
Right. We had to save the best for last.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Hoops Dramas podcast. We love you. Good morning, good night, good afternoon. Anything else, Hami?
No, this is. I rest my case.